Growing Big with Steve Bartylla.
We've talked a lot about harvesting does. That's important because we're trying to manage our habitat, we're trying to manage our deer herd. That means we need to keep the population and the habitat in balance. We also have talked about how, lots of times you don't need to shoot does. You don't want to. You need to bring that deer population up. We've went ahead and covered when you want to do each. Keep it simple, stupid. You go out there, you inspect the browse. The habitat will tell you on a micro level whether you can handle more deer or whether you need to subtract deer. When you're first targeting does, you want to target those fence jumpers, those ones that are bedding on the neighbors and feeding on us. It's real easy to figure out. You go ahead and you set up a polite distance off the property line. When you're hunting in the morning, if the deer are coming from your ground over to the neighbors, you know what? They're probably bedding on the neighbors. You want to shoot that doe. If it's an afternoon hunt and the doe's coming from the neighbors and jumping the fence onto yours, that's another prime doe you want to shoot. It's obviously bedding on the neighbors. Now, we don't want to kill them all, especially on small properties. We just want to hit that healthy balance. What we haven't talked about is when you have to go in the heart of your property and shoot those does. Remember, those does are your best friends. They're the ones that are doing what we want. They are bedding, they're feeding on that ground. They're keeping Mr. Big busy on that ground. When it comes to taking out the fence jumpers, we want to do that anytime throughout the entire season. Okay, anytime's a fine time to do it. On those does that are in the core of our ground, we want them to keep our bucks busy during the rut. So when shooting the fence jumpers isn't enough, when that's not enough to drop our deer numbers to hit that healthy sweet spot with our habitat, you're going to have to shoot some of those does that are doing exactly what we want living on our ground. Wait until after the rut. Wait until after the rut so that way they have kept those bucks busy. They've wasted more of their time on your ground. And then, rather than go in there today, shoot a doe, go in there a couple days later, shoot a doe, another 3-4 days after that, shoot a doe. If you got the deer tags, go in there and shoot as many as you can in one sitting. It's much lower impact to go ahead and go into the heart of the property, shoot does during late season 2-3 times than it is 6-8 times. The fewer times you can do it, the more does you can harvest at once, the lower your impact, the better off you're going to be.
Growing Big is brought to you by Wildlife Research Center, the gold standard. Reconics, see what you've been missing. Antler King, bigger bucks, healthier deer. The Heater Bodysuit, you stay warm or your money back. Furminator, the best food plot implement on earth. Bush Hog, performance you can count on. Redneck Blinds, the best hunting blinds on the planet. Chestnut Hill Nursery and Orchards. And foodplotsfordeer.com, planning your habitat improvements and improving your hunting.
Sure, we want to target our fence jumpers. Those are the ones that lead the bucks off our properties. But when we have to go ahead and target the does in the heart of our property, the ones that are doing everything we want to wait till late season. We want to shoot as many as we can and as few trips in as possible. And we also want to take an equal sampling of young does, more mature does, to help maintain those family groups. You do that, you're in great shape.
Growing Big with Steve Bartylla.